Is there anybody yet to come, or should I start? Because only one student. Okay, wait for a minute. So, in the previous session, we will discuss regarding the electric field intensity. That means what the electric stress is, and what are the importance of the electric field intensity in the dielectrics. Then we will discuss the brief introduction of a electric field. Okay, and next we will discuss the electric strength of the dielectrics. Okay, so these things we will discuss in the previous lectures. So today we will discuss uh, the elaboration of the particular module, which will be based on our electric field also, right? So today we will discuss the classification of the electric field and its configuration, right? What are the different configuration we have? So the today's lecture, which will contain the classification of the electric field configuration and as well as the degrees of uniformity of the electric field and a Schweitzer factors. Okay. So briefly, we will discuss accordingly what are the different classification of the electric field. What the electric field is, in the previous lecture we will already discuss, right? And also we will discuss the electric strength. What are the various advantages of the electrical strength of the dielectrics? Okay, so in the dielectric we have three different electrics. One is a gaseous dielectrics, liquid dielectrics, and the solid dielectrics. So depending on the various dielectrics, our electric strengths will be depend, right? So in the previous lecture we will already discuss these things. Okay, so today we will discuss regarding the classification of the electric field configuration and the degrees of the uniformity of the electric field. Okay, so we will start with our session. Okay, so first is the classification of the electric field. So the classification of the electric field will be defined into the two part. One is a uniform field, another one is a non-uniform field. Okay, so how can we define the uniform field and how can we define the non-uniform field? Again, we can say that the non-uniform field can be further distinguished between the two various part of the two various type. One is a weakly nonlinear field, another one is a extremely nonlinear field. Okay, so we will straight directly go to the Word file where we will discuss briefly regarding the classification of the electric field and as well as the various degrees of uniformity in the electric field. Right. So let's start with the PDF or either Word session, Word version. Okay, so I will share my screen. So is my screen is visible or not?
Visual, sir.
Okay, fine. So today our objective of this particular lecture is the classification of the electric field configuration. Okay, the first one, and degrees of the uniformity of the electric field, right? So the classification I already told that the electric field will be classified into the two different segments. One is a uniform field, another one is a non-uniform field. Okay, so the non-uniform field can be also been further distinguished between the two parts. One is a weakly non-uniform field and an extremely non-uniform field, right? So in this particular cases here in this particular chart, we will defining this electric field, which will be defined into the two different segment. One is a uniform field, another one is a non-uniform field, right? So in case of a uniform field, okay, so there will be the no partial breakdown before any such kind of breakdown will be occurred, right? Okay, so this things is very important for these cases. Okay, so uy is equals to ub. Okay, when the uniform field will be occurred when ui is equals to ub. I told you what the ubi and ub is, and mu is equals to always 1, then only your uniformity of this field will be occurred. Okay, and in case of a non-uniform field, okay, so mu is always less than 1, then only we can say that the field has a the property of the non-uniformity, right? So in this particular case, in this particular case, what ui is actually what pv is actually nothing but a partial breakdown. Okay, ui is actually the partial breakdown inception voltages. Okay, ub is the complete breakdown voltages. When there will be some voltages will be completely breakdown, that will be defined by the ub. And the partial breakdown inception, I will told you later on what the partial breakdown is when we will discuss in the gaseous dielectrics. Okay, so right now you will know that the pv will be defined in both the field. Either it should be the uniform field or it should be the non-uniform field. Okay, whatever the uniform field is, okay, the partial breakdown will be occurred in the electric field in a regular basis, right? So field will be must be defined. So the uniform field must be defined when your mu is equals to 1, and there will be some partial breakdown will be occur. Okay, and mu is actually the Swinger factor. Okay, Swinger is actually a scientist who will be invented this particular electric field. Okay, so mu is actually called the Swinger factors. Okay, so when mu is equals to 1, then the field which will be defined as a uniform field, and when mu is less than 1, okay, then this type of field will be called as a non-uniform field. So the non-uniform field will be again classified into the two different segments. One is a weakly non-uniform field and the extremely non-uniform field, right? So here also in the weakly non-uniform field, ui is equals to ub when your mu is greater than 0.25. Okay, is greater than 0.25 for the atmospheric air, because in the previous lecture we will discuss the atmospheric air is a one such kind of a gaseous dielectrics which will be very much cheapest right now. So for the if I use this particular dielectrics like a atmospheric air, for that cases your factor or the Swinger factor will be 0.25, and for those cases your ui, that means your partial breakdown inception voltage, that is always equal to your the complete breakdown voltages, right? So now we will go to the extremely non-linear. Okay, when some field actually called the extremely non-uniform field, when for that cases we will say that your partial breakdown inception voltage will be very less than your complete breakdown voltage ub, and for that cases your Swinger factor will be mu is equals to less than 0.25. So keep in mind these things always. For weakly non-uniform field, your factor will be very greater than equal to 0.25 for the atmospheric air, which will be defined as a gaseous dielectrics, one kind of gaseous dielectrics. Okay, and extremely non-uniform field which will be occurred when your factor will be less than 0.25, and in both the cases and this weakly non-uniform field, we have a partial breakdown inception voltage that is equal to your complete breakdown voltage, which will be just like is your uniform field. And in case of a extremely non-uniform field, your partial breakdown inception voltage will be very less than your complete breakdown voltages, right? Okay, so the next we will go to the structures, right? So how can we define this particular structure? So those who have attended the previous lecture, they already know. See how what the actually the potential difference. The potential difference will be defined by U of AB when the electrons will be flow, or the we will defining the 2 points A and B having the scalar potential of a phi A and phi B. Okay, so for that cases the work done, okay, U is actually your work done, this U. Okay, so U is actually your work done by the external sources in a moving at a unit positive charge from A to B, or the unit positive electron from A B to A, or either A to B. So for that cases, in the previous lecture, what we will told that the previous lecture, now what will be the work done? You remember what will be your work done in case of electrical when the potential difference between the 2 point A and B? So what will be the work done by the external sources when your positive charges will be moving from B to A? Do you remember the previous lecture? Anyone? 1 second, we will. So is my screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So told me in the previous lecture we will discuss the electric field intensity. Okay, so the electric field intensity or the energy which will be denoted by the E, and we will also discuss the potential difference. Okay, okay. So the potential difference, if we have a 2 points supposed to be like this. Suppose if we have a Suppose if we have a 2 points A and B, and the charge will be electric charge will be flow from B to A. So what will be your the work done by the external source? Okay, what will be your work done by the external source? We will discuss in the lectures. Okay. So do you remember? So the work done for the work done by the external source in the moving unit, positive charge from B to A, is actually what? Actually what? U of AB is equals to minus of integration of B to A, as the charge will be moving from B to A. So that will be your E mod, okay, dx, the derivative of this equations is equals to phi a minus phi b. Okay, so that is actually your work done by the charge which will be flow from B to A, right? So that we will discuss, right? That we will discuss in the previous lecture. So UAB is positive if the work done is carried out in the positive charge from B to A. UAB is positive. For that cases we will defining the negative charge. We will defining the negative. Why negative? Because for that cases ULB is negative. Okay, so the maximum magnitude of the electric intensity is therefore given by the maximum value of rate of change the potential with the distances, right? So today we will told that what we will told what that you here it should be written that the two extreme form of a field, which will be already I will told you that one is a uniform field and another one is a non-uniform field. So here it is written that the two extreme form of a field, that is the uniform and the extremely non-uniform field, are shown in this particular figure. Okay, are shown in this particular figure. I will show, I will told you ki what the graph will be signified. Okay, so actually this figure will be known as, there will be the two figure which will be defined. The figure 1.1, this will be the extreme plane configuration. The above figure, this figure will be defined as a uniform field between the two parallel plates. Okay, and this figure will be defined as the extremely non-uniform field between the needle electrodes. Okay, needle electrodes means here we have putting some electrodes and here we are putting some electrode, and this portion will be your needle portion and this portion will be your needle portion. So how your electric field will be distributed, okay, the non-uniformly, okay, that will be shown in this particular figure. And in this particular A figure, it will be defined as your uniform field between the two parallel plates. Okay, so these two parallel plates which we have with us. Okay, so how this uniform field which will be defined in this particular figure. So there will be, I already told you, there will be the two different form of a field. One is a uniform, another one is a extremely non-uniform field. Okay, although we have a weakly non-uniform, those who have a weakly non-uniform field, so that will be not defined in the high voltage engineering. Okay, so mainly we will concentrate on this particular uniform field, and as well as in case of a non-uniform field, we will discuss the extremely non-uniform field, right? So what should be written that in these cases, in the figure 1.1, in this part, figure 1. The electric field between the two electrodes is plotted beginning with the equipotential lines. Okay, these lines which will be called the equipotential lines, these lines which will be called the equipotential lines will be developed by this particular plate, and this, for this particular plate, okay, this particular equipotential lines will be developed, right, in this figure. Then what will be written? An electrode is always a equipotential. Okay, equipotential one, both the potential of this particular plate will be is equal to each other's. Okay, hence the electrode surface is the first equipotential line to be plotted. Okay, so this particular equipotential line and this particular equipotential line, we will draw the particular graph accordingly. Okay, so the field lines is we interact. This is actually your field lines. Okay, this is actually your field lines. Okay, so the field lines interact the equipotential lines at the right angles. Okay, so these are the angles which will be defined. Okay, so these are the actually your equipotential lines. Okay, okay, so that will be plotted, and smaller the square formed, higher the field intensity. Okay, so that means actually what does it mean? Actually this line is actually means what, this line is very important. Okay, the smaller at the square form, यानी कि ये जो तुम्हारा प्लेट्स है, पैरेलल टू प्लेट्स है, इसमें अंदर जो तुम्हारा ये वाला प्लॉटेड है, दैट मीन्स द स्मॉलर द स्क्वायर फॉर्म, जितना तुम्हारा स्क्वायर फॉर्म जितना कम होगा, दैट मीन हायर देन योर field intensity. Okay, so this particular plate will be defined as a plus U, that means the positive charges which will be flow through this particular plates, and the negative charge which will be flow through this particular plates, and this particular plates which will be developed a equipotential lines across this parallel plates. Okay, so the now phi is actually what, and this particular figure which will be in the x-axis, and this will be plus U and this will be minus U, which will be defined. Okay, and this particular exponentially, that which will be shown that the smaller the square form is higher than the field intensity. So when we will increase these things, it will be lower. So that's why your graph will be in a downward nature. Okay, so in this square, so sometimes it will be may happen that it sometimes may happen at, depending on your applied voltage, depending on your applied voltage across your plates, it will be may happen be sometime your voltages will be fluctuated, or your voltages, your because we are dealing with an high voltages, right? So sometimes it may happen your energy, that means the maximum energy, Emax. Okay, the plus Emax, and that will be the minus Emax. So the plus Emax and the minus Emax is actually what? The plus Emax and the minus Emax is actually E mean and Emax, which is the peak value of the mean and the maximum field intensity in the dielectrics respectively, right? Okay, so in this particular figure, what we will see, that there should have some square form which will be defined. Okay, so D is actually what? D, this particular portion is actually what? D is nothing but a, D is nothing but here it will be written that the E mean and the E max are the peak value of the mean and the maximum field intensity in the dielectric respectively, where U is actually the peak value of the potential difference applied between the two electrodes at a distance D. Okay, so this particular distance, okay, so that is actually the distance when we will charging the voltages. Okay, when we will charging some, suppose we have considering one device, we have a high voltage device and we are applying some input to the high voltages. So there will be some peak voltages which will arise with the Emax. Okay, so slightly when the process will be start, it may happen it will be decreases. Okay, it will be goes to zero, and it's sometimes due to some fluctuation it may happen that voltages will becomes to the negative. So that distance from O to D, that will be actually called the potential difference, potential difference applied between the two electrodes at a distance d apart, because we are already told you over here. So we have two electrodes. If we draw the line on this particular figure, so this one, the position of the electrodes of this, and this will be the another position of the electrode. So there will be some difference, so that difference will be defined by your d. Okay, the distance d apart. Okay, so in this cases, so that will be for, that will be that figure which will be for only the uniform field between the two parallel plates. Okay, but if I use the needle electrodes, okay, so for that cases, so we have using the two electrodes placing like this. Okay, so this will be the needle portion. So what will be the electromagnetic electric field, how the electric field which will be generated. Okay, so for that cases, what should be written, that for extremely uniform field between the needle electrodes, effect of grounding is neglected in this plot. Okay, one second. So the actually the effect of grounding is neglected because in case of, although it will be, we are dealing with the high voltage applications, it should needed the grounding. So for that cases, if we are only dealing with the electric field, okay, so for that cases we will neglecting the grounding. Okay, so it should be written that in a uniform field the potential is linearly distributed. Okay, so we have a linearity of the particular field in case of a uniform field, and in case of a non-uniform field the potential is not uniformly distributed, it will be distributed into a square manner. Okay, so what should be written in this cases? Okay, it should be written, in a uniform field the potential is linearly distributed and the electric field intensity is a constant. Electric field intensity is constant throughout the space of a main field region between the two electrodes. Okay, so in this figure 1.1a, the important characteristics of this type of field is that the insulation breakdown takes place without any partial discharge preceding the breakdown. So for that cases, what it should be written, that the important characteristics of this type of field, that means the uniform field, field, is that the insulation breakdown takes place without any partial discharge. Okay, partial discharge is actually nothing but a suppose we have in the electrical circuit we have a short circuit. Okay, so in case of a high voltage applications also we have a breakdown. Okay, so due to any such kind of fault which will be occurred inside the circuit or inside or outside the circuit. Okay, so for that case, for that circumstances, in case of a high voltage appliances, what will be happen, that certain breakdown will be occurred, right? So that breakdown actually called the partial discharge. So for due to that particular breakdown, some partial discharge means some, there will be some drop of the voltages will be occurred in your devices. Okay, so that is actually your partial discharge. We will briefly discuss in the gaseous dielectrics when we will discuss the partial discharge in a brief manner. So the thing is that the partial discharge is nothing but the voltage fluctuation, and due to this voltage fluctuation, okay, so some amount of voltage will be discharged from your devices, that will be exactly known as a your partial discharge. And due to this partial discharge, if we have considering the uniform field, then for that cases your ui, what I told, the ui is actually nothing but a partial breakdown inception voltage. Okay, that will be is equals to your ub is actually what, ub will be nothing but a complete breakdown voltages. Okay, when your device will be completely breakdown due to any such kind of fault which will be occur, right? Okay, so in this particular figure, this will be your lines just like this. Okay, that will be your equipotential lies if I considering this two particular electrode, that is plus U. And this is for, this figure is only for the non-uniform field between the needle to needle electrodes, where the grounding will, which will be not been assigned, or the grounding we will not considering the grounding. So for that cases, your graph should be like this. Okay, so your graph should be like this, and the distance between the two particular needle electrodes will be from this point, the needle to needle. Okay, so that distance will be defined by the x. Okay, here it should be the x, and this portion, this is minus portion, it will be defined at the distance d. So the d is nothing but a needle to needle points distance, okay, of a particular two electrodes, right? So in this particular, that will be E max is actually, I told you what will be defined in the previous lecture. I will told you E will be defined by, E will be defined by what? E denoted किस चीज का करता है? U will be work done. U is actually nothing but a work done by the external sources in moving a unit positive charge from one point to the another point. Okay, so how we will defining the E? In the previous lecture I will told you. Okay, I will told you that in the electric field intensity we will discuss the electric field intensity. For that cases, a unit positive charge which is Q placed at a particular point P in the dielectric, and that will be denoted by is your E. Okay, so electric field intensity which will be measured by your unit volt per meter. Okay, volt per meter, V slash M, or we can say that it should be defined as a uh, kilovolt per millimeter, right? Okay, so in this case, so there will be some description, it will be there, you will check in this particular word file. So now we will go towards the degrees of uniformity, right? So the degrees of uniform field, electric field. So what will be the degrees of electric field? The degrees of the uniformity mu is introduced by the, already told, the Schwinger factors, which will be developed in 1922 as a measure of the uniformity of the field, is defined as follow. So this particular equation, which will be very important for the calculation of the degrees of uniformity in the electric field. If some numericals will become from this particular portion, this particular formula which will be needed for your calculation in the numericals, right? So the degrees of uniformity will be defined by the E bar mean divided by E bar max. Okay, so that will be also told as U tau divided by the distance between the two electrodes into 1 divided by E max. Okay, so or we can say that this particular U, that will be what will be the work done So what will be the work done by the external source in moving a unit positive charges from B to A? Okay, or either 2 points, either it should be A to B or either B to A. So what will be your work done? Work done is actually is equals to the Emax into your Swainson factor into the distance between the two electrodes, right? So that is actually the two important equation which will be remembered for finding the degrees of uniformity of the electric field whenever it should be required in your calculation of your electric field intensity, right? So I already discussed that the E mean and the E max, which will be the peak value of the mean and the maximum field intensity. So the mean is will be defined by the E mean, and the maximum field intensity will be defined by the E max in the dielectric respectively, and where U will be defined by the peak value of the potential difference applied between the two electrodes. The potential difference applied between the two electrodes will be nothing but a work done by the external sources in moving a unit positive charge from B to A, right? At a particular distance D. Okay, so that is actually your U. So U is nothing but a work done by the external sources in moving a unit positive charge from B to A, or we can say that U is a peak value of a potential difference between the applied voltage applied between the two electrodes at a distance T. So that's why your equation will be look like E max, okay, or either E mean, we can say that, into your factor into the distance between the two electrodes. Either the electrodes will be placed like this, okay, or either your electrodes will be placed like in a parallel way. Okay, so now this point, this point is very important. So the value of this particular mu is also represent the degrees of utilization. Okay, we will already heard about the utilization of the electric power. So both these things are will be interconnected with each other, right? So the value of mu is also represent the degrees of utilization of the dielectrics in between the two electrodes. A higher value of mu represent the better utilization of the insulating properties of the dielectrics. जितना तुम्हारा factor का वैल्यूज जितना ज्यादा होगा उतना तुम्हारा यूटिलाइजेशन प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द डाइलेक्ट्रिक्स ज्यादा अच्छा होगा. सो जितना तुम्हारा फैक्टर कम होगा यानी कि म्यू, if the mu will be less than 1, for that cases it will be already I will discuss in the previous cases. If your mu will be very less than 0.25 or less than 1, so for that cases this particular field will be goes extremely non-uniform. Okay, so for that cases your factor will be defined in a such a way that your field will be uniformly distributed throughout your fields, right? So for that cases what it will written that a higher value of the mu represent the better utilization of the insulating properties of the dielectrics. Thus mu a dimensionless quantity enables a comparison, or mu we can say that in the previous lecture we will told that mu is a vector quantity, right? 1 second. Hello. हाँ. हाँ. इसी का वो एक्चुअली क्या हुआ है कि तुम्हारा जो क्या बोलते हैं वर्कलोड है ना, ठीक है, वर्कलोड तुम्हारा 9 दिखा रहा था, ठीक है. तो उसी के चलते प्रिंसिपल सर हमको बोला कि इसको वर्कलोड बढ़ाने के लिए. कौन सा क्लास ले रहे हैं? हाँ. Yeah, anybody there or not? হ্যাঁ স্যার বলুন। হ্যাঁ, লাগবে আমার কাছে তো নেই স্যার। হ্যাঁ, আমার কাছে নেই, শেষ হয়ে গেছে। মানে একটা ছিল আমার কাছে, জাস্ট শেষ হয়ে গেল। না, নিচেও নেই। I think we will busy with some phone calls. So later on, we will discuss in the next classes. Okay, so we will stop today. Okay, I think no student will be there right now. Okay, so we will stop the session. Thank you.